All right, we rolling.
Hold on.
Con, you good? Yeah, I started over. Mine's already rolling. Rolling. Yep.
We give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Hashem,
Makar,
God. Double honor to the apostles that rule well. Salutation to the brothers in the four corner of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity. All right. Yeah, brothers, see what's going on out here in this world. This world is pretty much messed up for the 2/3, but it's good for us, right? Because we hasten the days and these prophecies are coming into fruition, right? So these are really exciting times for us. And we happy. We happy. Give me Proverbs 3 before I get to pass the mic. Proverbs 3. Yeah, give me Proverbs 3, verse 13. Let me get that.
Proverbs 3:13.
Go ahead.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom.
Stop at 18. What?
Happy is the man that findeth
It
wisdom.
said, happy is the man that find wisdom. Right? Happy is a shah. I think wisdom is Hamat or Da'if, one of the two. So we happy. We got the wisdom, we got the standing, and the Most High revealed the mystery to what? To the prophets. Go ahead. And we have the understanding. We understand the dark sayings of the scriptures. Go ahead.
And the man that getteth understanding.
Uh-huh.
For the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof did find gold.
That's right. So this knowledge that we have is better than silver, it's better than gold, better than rubies, man. Right? Definitely better than these fiat dollars. Right? And when we come out here also, we building up our spiritual bank account. Right? When we do sit-down videos, you build up your spiritual bank account. Right? When you serving your house and your shop, you building up your spiritual bank account. Right? We don't want the riches of this world, but we want the riches of the next world to come. And Jacob, Yasharala got next. Go ahead.
She is more precious than rubies.
She is what?
More precious than rubies.
Go ahead.
And all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her.
Yeah, you can't compare nothing to this knowledge, man. And also in Isaiah 34 verse 16, it said, none shall what? Lack his mate. Something to that effect, right? Huh?
None shall want her mate.
Yeah, none shall want her mate. So you can't compare this Bible with no other book, man. Right? This is the foundation, right? This is the truth, right? And please don't even think about saying the Quran could match this. Nah, the Quran is just a counterfeit of the Bible, right? It's an imposter. It's a huckster. It's a pseudo. That's what the Quran is about. Go ahead.
16. Length of her days.
It said what?
Length of days.
It said length of days. Go ahead.
Is in her right hand.
Is in her right hand. Go ahead.
And in her left hand, riches and honor.
Oh man, the left hand, riches and honor. All right. Go ahead.
Her ways are ways of pleasantness. And all her paths are peace.
And all her path is peace. We got a peace of mind. We got a sound mind, right? While these people are panicking, we have peace because we have the truth, right? We've been ordained from the very beginning to what? To minister this truth. So we good. We good. Go ahead.
She is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her.
She is a what?
She is a tree of life
Uh-huh.
to them that lay hold upon her.
Yeah, she is a tree of life that lay upon her. Give me Psalms 146. Psalms 146, 3 through 5.
Quick precept.
All right, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 6:20.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, the desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Yeah, so desire of window what?
The desire of wisdom bringeth to a kingdom.
Kingdom, right? And that kingdom is synonymous with that penny we're working for, right? That penny, when you break down that word penny, it goes back to what? To the kingdom. And we all working for that kingdom. No matter this brother got 30 years, 20 years, 15 years, we all working for that one penny. Go ahead.
Psalm 46 verse 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Put not your trust in prince.
I said, do not put your trust in prince. Don't put your trust in man. Go ahead. Because when you put your trust in man, it's going to be your downfall. And that's what's going on with our people. The 2/3, they run into Egypt for what? For succor. They run into Egypt for what? For help. Oh, yo, give me the snake poison. Give me the snake poison. So they run it with the crowd. That's what Matrix is about. Right? Keanu Reeves, his name was what? Neos, right? Right? Larry Fishburne came to him, right? And said, hey, you gonna take the red pill or the blue pill? Right? You take, the blue pill, you go back into the world. You take the red pill, you gonna see how deep the rabbit hole goes. But Neo, he took the red pill. He wanted to go further and further. He wanted more knowledge. Eventually, as he got the knowledge, he got what? Spiritual powers. When he was running on wars, when he was flying from building to building. That's what we gonna get, huh? That's what we gonna get. We gonna get spiritual powers plus more. Right? That's the reward that he's gonna give to the prophets that serve him. The scripture said, if you deny me, I'm definitely gonna deny you. Go ahead.
Nor in the Son of Man.
It said what?
Nor in the Son of Man.
It said nor the Son of Man. Go ahead.
In whom there is no help.
And who there's no help. Go ahead.
His breath going forth, he returned to his earth.
Uh-huh.
And that very day his thoughts perish.
Uh-huh. That's
Happy
right.
seed.
Joe Biden. Why you going for Joe Biden for help? Why you going for Trump for help? Right? These are all dead men. These are all dead men, man. You put your trust in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh, the living power, the infinite power, the omnipotency. That's who you put your trust in. You got more?
Happy is he that had the power of Jacob for his help.
Uh-huh.
His help. Whose hope is in Yahweh, his power.
Uh-huh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which
sea,
makes heaven, earth, sea. Go ahead.
and all that there is in.
Uh-huh.
Therein is, which keep the truth forever.
Keep true forever, man. That's what we put our trust in. Yahweh Shemir Shai that created earth, the heaven, the sea, man. Right? Hey, man, that's what I have to say, man. That's my exhortation. And I'm pass the mic to my brother Shem, y'all.
See, a lot of people, they contrary to the Lord. They trust in uncertain riches. They trust in, trust in the shadow of Egypt. You know, they want to be fully into it. You know, like it's true. You either in all the way or you're not.
That's right.
You know,
You can't be hopscotch.
Yeah,
You can't be doing that.
Hips hopscotch and jumping in and out.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord wants you either hot or hot. You know, cold and spew you out. You know, you can't come in the truth halfway. You can't come walking contrary to the Lord, and that's what 2/3 of our people is. Even Esau himself is contrary to righteousness. Could you get hold that definition to you? Get Leviticus 26 and 21. You know?
Oh, get that scripture you called out.
Come.
Revelation 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
Right, so the Lord knows all the works that we do. It's not like you could go, like when you work at, pick one of these jobs out here. You could go duck work in a bathroom, you know, you could slack off. You know, you slack off of here, it could mean you're deaf, man. Or you doing your share, it could work to lead to your salvation. So the Lord knows your work, you know. whether it's done in the dark or light, to know whether you're hot or cold.
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
And that's another example of like straddling the fence, man. Being lukewarm. You know, if you're cold, you definitely ain't good. You know, that's an unbalanced scale, man. So you want to be leaning more towards the hot side, you know, on fire, you know, according to your measure. You know, you can't be, you know, you got some brothers that you know, the Lord gave them a measure to be able to do multiple videos, you know, throughout the day. Some brothers don't have that measure. So it's beautiful how the Lord set it up, that, you know, camps are set up with, you got precept men, you know, some good with the history, some just got a total all-around game, man. And that shows you the balance of the Lord, you know.
Come on. What's the next one you got?
Isaiah 59:15.
Leviticus 26 verse 1.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Leviticus 26:21. And if you walk contrary unto me, and will not hearken unto me, I'll bring 7 times more plagues upon you, according to your sins. Contrary, opposite in nature, direction or meaning, perversely inclined to disagree or to do the opposite of what is expected or desired.
What was that first one?
Opposite in nature.
Opposite of nature, man. You know, we all of the same, sharing the same mindset, kingdom minded. In the mind of this place being destroyed. What's that second definition?
Perversely inclined to disagree or to do the opposite of what is expected or desired.
So the Lord expects us to do what He set us out to do, not make this truth of yourself or of your own agenda. You know, the Lord wants you focused on His agenda, not walking contrary. You know, you got it.
This is Romans 12, verse 16. Be of the same mind, one toward another.
That's right. Being of the same mind. We ain't gonna have 2 different breakdowns of John 3:16. You know, one of us out here not gonna be believing that you don't need an intercessor.
The MOTB.
Or we all in agreement of what that is, man. You know, you got the Lord just brought judgment on a known scoffer, Rap the News. You know, and he was saying that you don't need an intercessor. We could go straight to the Most High. Now that he possibly on his deathbed, he want people to pray for him. Pray to his daughter when they cry, pray to the Most High. So what about all the other intercessors that were set up? Okay? People think they can just jump the line and go straight to the Most High. You can't go into Amazon and have a disagreement with the prices, and then you go straight to Jeff Bezos like, bro, why you charging this much for that? It don't work like that, man. That's contrary, man, to the rules of operation.
I got you.
The prices for you anyway.
You damn right. They mention, oh yeah, make it 20 cents more. Fuck you, man.
They'll call you in your office.
Yeah, right.
This is Romans 6, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them. Now, when you look at that word, mark, it's not karatma, it's scopio. It means to look out.
Yeah.
1 Corinthians 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offense contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them, avoid them.
Yeah, hey, that's the right direction, though. Avoid them niggards. You know, because you got niggard in the scriptures, man.
God.
You know? Mark them that's walking contrary to what you are. That's why we out here setting a sign and grind, setting a mark on those that's slated for repentance, for salvation, and also marking them who the Lord don't give a fuck about.
We got nigga in Acts 13 too.
Oh yeah. Hey, the Lord ain't dealing with no flag hanging, crip, blood, whatever the fuck you want to call yourself, nigga, man. The Lord ain't, it ain't gonna be no sets in the kingdom. What set you claim? Or camp, or so-called tribal banging, man. that war, that vex, was it Judah shall not vex Ephraim no more?
Yeah,
We ain't gonna be at war with each other no more as people.
Isaiah 11, like movie grew up on. I think it's Warriors come out and play.
Yeah. The Warriors against, yeah. It ain't gonna be we got 1,000 gangs and niggas setting up to see who's gonna be the next power. You know what I mean?
That was a bad movie.
That was a badass movie. They got a new one coming out.
A what? A remake?
Martin Scorsese's supposed to be directing. The one that directed all the gangster
Oh,
films.
that's lit back
Yeah.
then.
You know, but we ain't gonna have that division in the kingdom, man. We all gonna be on one mindset.
Gotcha. 1 Corinthians 1, verse 10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by the name of Yahushua Mashiach, that ye all speak the same thing, and that there be no division among you, but that ye be perfectly joined together in the same mind, in the same judgment.
Perfectly joined together, like Voltron, man. Under the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. This brother ain't gonna be out here like, I really believe this. Nah, hell no. Because eventually, you conjuring up them thoughts in your mind. The Lord gonna remove you because he said, we just brought that out a little earlier. You know, the Lord can see, you know.
Oh, I got you now.
Come.
1 Corinthians 16, verse 18. For they that are such serve not Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
And it's a whole list of those.
Oh my God.
You got the pastors, you got the people in men in garments claiming Israelites, you know, their own agenda. Well, I'm gonna get this set up to where I can market my own brand of clothing, man. Niggas doing that shit in the truth, man. See, that's what we was taught here in Babylon. You know, everything is for sale, man. Everything for sale here in Babylon. Sex, children, you name it, drugs, whatever. Oh yeah, come.
Yeah, going back to the second part in contrary, one of the words says perversely inclined to disagree. And the word perverse means showing a deliberate and obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences. So, yeah, it says showing a deliberate desire to behave in an unreasonable way despite the consequences. So, for example, somebody knows that if they eat a good amount of sugar, it's gonna affect them in a bad way. That's the consequence. But instead, they still act unreasonable and still do it anyway. So it goes for the truth. Like, they know about the statutes and commandments about eating these foods and keeping these traditions of men is not good for your soul, but you still act in an unreasonable way and say, I'm going to do what I want to do anyways.
Right, and a lot of people, they do that unreasonable shit because it pleases their flesh, man.
Exactly. Materialistic.
Materialistic, out for pleasures of the flesh. They ain't willing to afflict themselves. Vain. Hey, we don't want all of us out here in the mindset of that we are willing to lay our life down for the next man. Niggas in the world ain't gonna do that. I ain't down for him. I ain't doing, nah. That's the mindset that we learned coming into this truth, man. And that's a kingly mindset. That ain't no mindset of a peasant, man.
And Osha had that mindset, he was not to die for us.
Yeah. He said it. Lay his life down for the sheep. And the shepherds would do that. They'll go to David with the war. He would, what was it, a lion? Stole the sheep. And he would put it to death, man. That's the mindset we ought to be in. No, but Jake want to kill each other just because, man. That's the curses that's upon our people. That natural, uncontrollable hatred towards each other, man.
Proverbs 14:14. The backslider in heart shall be filled with his own ways, and a good man shall be satisfied from himself. The simple believe every word, but the prudent man looks well to his going.
The simple believe anything you show them, man. You can cook up a nice plate of dog food, pour syrup on it, and serve it to a nigga, man. Dress it up as something good. That's like they dressing up that you know what, making you think that, hey, oh, this might save our life. This may prolong us here in Babylon. Oh, you want to continue in our new agenda? Then this is what you got to do. And I see lines and lines of people out here the last couple of days out here for that thing, man. You know, whether it be the checkup or the poison, man. They out here, you know. See, the scripture tells us a wise man looking well to his goings. 2/3 of our people ain't looking well to their goings. They ain't researching anything. They taking whatever you give them. Like Pac-Man. You know, Pac-Man, he's going wild in the board. He's everything, man. Hey, but we taking time to make our way to that power pellet. And once you get that power pellet, you're indestructible, man. And that's what we waiting on, be leveled up. Even though we all got 59 and 15. Even though we all got our own individual walk in His truth, the salvation, seeking out our own salvation, but it's still one mindset, one agenda. You know?
Yep.
We trying to go that straight way where only one man can fit at a time, man. We ain't going that broad way, man. Everybody can go there. And that's where everybody can be saved when you go that broad way. But that ain't the way of the Lord.
Because in church, they would say, I'm saved.
Yeah.
Saved from what?
Saved from what?
Saved.
Come today and get saved from the Lord, by the Lord. Saved from what? The scriptures tell us, he who endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. What's the one? The day is gone, the night is spent, something like that, but Israel is still not saved. Roughly paraphrase.
Let's get it. This is Luke, chapter 1. Luke, chapter 1. It said, verse 70, as he spake by the mouth of the holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hands of all that hate us. Yeah, we're going to be saved from our enemies that hate us. Who the one that's putting chemtrails in the air? Right?
All day, every day.
Chemtrails, it has different components. Where these components have aluminum in them, right? It have boron and among other things, right? Which breaks down your immune system, right? So when you come to a guy or a gal that has the common cold or the seed de su nueve, guess what? You won't catch it because of what Esau is doing in the sky. They say, what? He's a prince of the air, right? Right? And also, being saved from thy enemies. When you buying Chinese food, it's loaded with MSG, monosodium glutamate, right? So these other nations got their hands in the cookie jar, so to speak, to bring the nation of Israel down, man.
And it shows you that they are all contrary to the Most High, man. But guess what? In the kingdom, once everything is established, they're going to be serving and following our laws. And we're going to be instituting our laws on them. You know, they're going to be eating righteously, you know. But a heathen, you can serve them an animal that died itself. Or give them, you know, scraps, man.
Dead carcass on a roadkill.
Give that to give that to the man. Thank you, boss.
But this scripture right here explains it all right here. Zechariah 1 verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they helped for the affliction.
And they at ease, man. Like I'm quite sure men just do the same line of work. You get some of those heathens that get the back and just spread out, like, you know what I mean? They know they getting served right now, man. They at ease here, man. You know, we are at the dis-ease, man, with the diseases to go along with it, man. They get in the car, they just automatically, they just know they in control, man. Even some of the smallest of the heathens, man. Especially the smallest of the heathen, which is our main enemy. The so-called white man, Esau Edom, man. They definitely get in with that. I had one look at me like the luggage, like I'm open it. No, it don't open by itself. You have to open it. And then they just got that look like I'm just gonna hop up and hop to it. No, I ain't that one, man. I'm not here.
My sisters, they got like 2 or 3 luggages. I help my sister out.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
even them I read them.
Yeah.
Because the scriptures say, "For she that is my enemy," some of them look at you like that entitlement look. Now some people, okay, yeah, it's cool. Here you go, young lady, you supposed to be a senior. Don't make her feel good. You know?
2 more verses, all right?
Come.
Verse 6, this is Zechariah 1, verse 16. Therefore, thus says, Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies. Woo!
That's a people.
Man, my house shall be built in it, says Yahweh of hosts, and a line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, thus says Yahweh of hosts, my cities through prosperity shall yet be spread abroad, and Yahweh shall yet comfort Zion, and shall yet choose Jerusalem.
And that's true prosperity, man. We ain't here to prosper, you know. Of course, we're here to get our daily bread. So the Lord gives certain brothers a different measure of money or, defense. But for the most part, we're here to serve the Lord. But in the kingdom, we're going to be served unto by our enemies, these heathen nations. Every nation outside of so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And don't get it in your head that this is a thing of color, because we got our nation, our people amongst all nations. That's why we out here to prophesy unto everyone, man. This ain't a Negro only thing or a Latino only thing. You got niggas out here trying to teach that.
Gotcha. Revelation 10:11. And he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many people and nations, tongues, and kings.
And say prophesy again. So that means there must have been prophets here doing that before. Okay? And we are those prophets coming back to live out that same lot, man. And Lord willing, we'll fulfill that lot of the elect. So
and to add on, it said right here, and tongues and kings, because we got GMS brothers in different countries speaking in what? In their tongue, right? Netherlands, Germany, right? Even in Trinidad, right? Those brothers in Trinidad, they got a different dialogue of English out there, huh? Right? So, yeah, so wherever we dwell, we got to speak in that tongue, man, so they can understand.
Right. So even though the Lord confounded the languages back during the Tower of Babel, and he didn't confound it to the point where his word can't get out in those languages. The word, even YouTube. The Lord is bad, man. You could be in another country and get the subtitle to read in your language. So there will be no excuse nowhere on the earth to say, I never heard the truth, I never knew there was a prophets, and I never knew that the truth was in the Bible.
They can't say that.
They can't say it.
Because before Yahweh react, he always give you a warning before he chop your head off.
That's right. I get that, man. Your parents would get, hey, don't touch that stove, it's hot. You show your ass off in school, I'm gonna beat your ass when you get home. A warning, man. They just won't walk up and just beat you. What I did? That's just in case you do something later, man. You get warned, man. The Lord's gonna warn you before you bring judgment.
That's right. When I'm with my kids' ass, I always get them warning. Right, son? Always get them warning. I just ain't gonna go up to them and just beat their ass for nothing. I get them warning. Right? I let them know what's their I should say, accusation.
They crime.
Their judgment, their crime.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm beating you because you did this. I'm punishing you because you did. I'm taking this away from you because you didn't do this.
This is Psalms 19, verse 4. Break this down, Samuel. Their line has gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them has he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
And that's going into the fact that it's going to get to it in that verse where
it's coming.
There's the line has gone out. You got it went from what? Regular power lines, telephone lines, fiber optics. Then we got Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. So wherever there's an internet signal or Wi-Fi signal, you can get the word. That's prophecy, and that's cold, man. When I first heard that, I was like, man. Like, even the internet is prophesied.
Man.
And when you go into the unicorn, that's the work that sends out it's putting forth that work to get that word out there, man.
And to her, I said, man, this is really old technology.
Yeah.
This is old technology. They had the Irma and Thurman back then, right?
Nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun, bro. It said, and rejoices as a strong man to run a race. He going forth is from the end of the earth, the end of heaven, and his circuit onto the end of it.
So that's that feed getting sent to the satellites. So this signal to that signal. And why do you think, and what are you trying to do now? Duplicate that, man, with this 5G, maybe next 6G, man. He's trying to be as the Most High, man. Think that he omnipotent and can run the show like the Lord does, man. You can only imitate, not even close to an imitation of what the Lord can do, man. Everything that he does is synthetic compared to what the Lord. He got the power to destroy a spirit or raise up a spirit. You saw God do it through artificial intelligence, man. Why do you think you got them iRobot movies and the Will Smith thing, man?
Yo, in this summer, right, and these brothers could witness to it, that 5G, right, that came out, during the summertime, they had dead leaves mixed with lively leaves in these trees out here in Maryland.
Yeah.
We hardly saw butterflies.
Yeah.
Butterflies, when we was growing up, was heavy.
And even at night.
Yeah.
You see the moths around you don't see them at night.
You get no snow.
We hardly got no snow. And around a lot of those 5G towers, you were seeing a lot of dead birds, man.
Yep. And bumblebees. We hardly saw bumblebees. When we was young, we used to catch bumblebees.
Yeah, like these flowers right here in the summertime.
Man.
Man, they be full of bumblebees and the little small honeybees.
Little pollens and stuff. What they eat.
Yep.
That's gone. It's done away with.
And that's all these different signals. All these different signals going through the air, man.
Yep.
Frequencies, man. It's even fucking with the migration of you'll see birds that you wouldn't normally see in the winter still here. Like let's say like now it's kind of cool. Let's say it be 75 degrees tomorrow. You'll see a bee out of place. It'll look out of place. What the fuck a bee doing out this time of year? Man, you should see shit like that growing up, man.
And that's a low level of radiation.
Yeah.
That's a low level of radiation where it could kill the insects, the butterfly, and the bumblebee. It won't do us no harm. It would do us harm. It would break down our immune system within time.
Definitely, man. If the Lord, Jake bugged up, man. But if the Lord don't come back, none of us gonna be saved from it, man.
Oh God!
This man will destroy everything, even himself. If it came down to him, you'll see the last Edomite alive walking around like, where is everybody? Nigga, you killed him. I can't find nobody. Like,
and that's his agenda.
Yeah. He gonna have he'd kill everything and have a bunch of robots running around, man.
You want to finish that line?
Come.
Matthew 24:22. It says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved.
So, brothers say it all the time, even regular people wrong. Man, it's New Year's already. This day went by quick. Man, it be my birthday again in no time. Because he ain't doing it for you niggas' sake, he doing it for the elect's sake. Because if he didn't do it, you leave it up to the hands of this devil, he'd kill everything. And I just seen an article where all these different testing supplies for the you-know-what testing, it's about to be, I forget what size mountain of trash there's going to be because of it. You're starting to see these mass floating up in the ocean, man, killing off the wildlife in the sea.
It's for you, this movie called Don't Look Up.
Oh, man.
You saw it?
No, I'm going to check it out.
I'm not spoiling.
No, go ahead.
That's what we saw over the weekend.
Yeah.
So it was a meteor going to Earth, and then they had a good plan on how to stop the meteor from hitting Earth while changing its direction by sending missiles toward it. But they stopped the whole mission just because the meteor had minerals to where they can make trillions of dollars from that meteor. So it goes to show you how the white man would destroy himself just to have more. And guess what happened? The meteor's still here. Because their plan failed to retreat the.
So Bruce Willis ain't come out nowhere and say it? Save it this time?
Nah.
Deep impact.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it.
What's the other one?
I'm gonna get it. Deep impact.
Yeah. Both of them.
Isaiah 3. This is the back end. You can break it down if you want. Isaiah 3:11. Woe to the wicked! It shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given him. Hey.
Yes. His reward is death because how it said you reap what you sow. They reap wickedness. So they sow wickedness. That's what they're gonna reap. Explaining that right. Just like in the movie, what they got was destruction because instead of changing the course of the meteor, which we saw always think they got a plan for everything, but instead of changing the course for it, they wanted to the money. They care more about the money, and their mission failed.
They stand at their death, they're like, oh, they can make money off of this.
Yeah.
Who gonna buy it,
Right.
nigga? This is the same man that wanted to shoot nuclear missiles, what is it, Mars, to see if it's water?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he wanted to shoot nuclear missiles to Mars to see if it was water, or create something. It was either to see if there was water or to create water.
Yeah.
He even wanted to blow up nuclear bombs on the moon, man. Why you think the Lord set a limit that this nigga can't pass, man?
It's not gonna reach, right? That's why that Neil Armstrong that said the eagle has landed. They never reached the moon, right? Now, like what's that? The flat Earth theory.
Yeah.
It says a dome, there's a glass. You know what that dome is? That dome is the Van Halen dome. It's thick. It's thick with radiation. Nothing can penetrate through that, man.
Van Halen, man.
Yep.
That's what I'm cool.
What is it?
Van Halen.
Van Allen.
I used to say that shit too.
Yeah,
right?
thank you, Alan. So, Van Allen, right?
Yeah.
The Van Allen belt.
Yeah,
It's thick radiation.
And then he got the depths of the sea. He can't reach the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. They still discover like different creatures that different insects.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's where Leviathan dwells, right?
Yeah.
He might be under the Bermuda Triangle
Yeah.
because ships is always coming out missing.
It makes sense.
Yeah, they showed in the latest Godzilla's King Kong when they went to Hollow Earth.
Yeah,
Hollow Earth was like you go deep. Like yes, yeah.
That's when you get the movie Cloverfield.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? Godzilla, right? You get that all from the scripture, Kraken. Yeah. What's the title, right?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
No.
No, it was like a monster.
Yeah, no, Kraken was a Pirates of the Caribbean as well.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, man, the Lord got creatures out here. The one scripture speak of creatures newly created, man. You know, Esau in his laboratory creating all kinds of shit, but the Lord got his own. Like you'll hear Esau say stuff like extinct. You can't kill off none of the Lord's creations, man. They still here. They probably just hiding from y'all ass, man. So they won't end up in trouble. Let Esau find out this is a Leviathan. He be trying to catch it. Oh, well, he probably do know it is.
He knows.
They try to make a replica of Godzilla.
Yeah.
What was it?
The robotic.
Robotic, yeah.
Godzilla kicked his ass.
This is Psalms 104, verse 26. There goes the ship. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
That's right.
What you think Titanic was about? You know, Leviathan came out, he made his back like a hump. You know what I'm saying? And psyched out the Titanic operators, right?
If you got your phone, you can bookmark it on YouTube. We don't have no pamphlets, but if you go to YouTube and just type in, I'll show you. Because YouTube do that. They try to hide the channels because they know they're filtering, See what I mean?
You find I can probably
Yeah, but you know what? If you go to my channel, you can find all the subscriptions I got. Because I only subscribe to channels where we teach the same doctrine. So, but for the most part, Lord willing, we right here like every Wednesday from like 4 until.
Okay. All right. I seen y'all. I walked by a couple times. I seen y'all.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, if they got anything like Greek material.
Right.
You got the.
If we got all the study material you gonna need right there, then we right here.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot, man. What's your name?
My name's Shamyar.
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 Olin.
Olin.
Yeah, IP. I don't mean IP.
Brother Picard.
All right. All right. Thanks a lot, man.
So yeah, man, and that's why we out here. You know, to steer the people from walking in the contrary direction of the truth, man. You know, and people be attracted to the light. That's why we got the sign out here. We out here now putting up our ancient garments as close as possible replica as it can be, so that our people can get this word. You bring this something up?
Psalms 104, verse 26.
Come.
Now, when you see Leviathan in scriptures, it's not always something about Yahweh creature. Also, Leviathan is referred to Esau too.
Oh yeah.
In certain particular scriptures, man. Okay. Let me get it
You
for
got
you.
Enoch, which is the preacher for the land.
Come. He represent the land. Psalms 104, verse 26. They go to shit. There is that Leviathan who thou hast made to play therein.
Come. And it's the one script. Is that the same one where they say he plays with the ships like the toys? So yeah, man, that's the type of power you're dealing with that'll build a creature like that, man. We're going to be made into creatures that's unstoppable, man. Powerful, man. With spiritual powers. Lasers shooting out our eyes, man. It's hard to believe, but you'll believe that shit they show you in the movies. You know?
I think dragons exist probably on a different planet.
Yeah. Hey, you got small examples of dragons. You got that little lizard that run across the water,
Yeah.
that little small one.
Yeah. They call it the Jesus lizard.
Yeah, right? Then you got those poisonous, what's the one?
Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
They spit poison, right?
Yeah, they saliva is highly poisonous, man.
I don't think I don't we can't imagine things out of this world. So I don't think these things that we're seeing were just straight from imagination. I think these things were actually seen, and then as it wasn't around anymore, it became like a fairy tale. But
Right.
I think some of these creatures do exist.
Right.
Some of them do not.
Because think about it, like it was nothing for regular people to see a chariot back then.
Yeah.
Like you seeing them now, but it's like unknown.
Yeah.
Then it was known what they were, or for an angel to appear unto the people, man. Right now it's just like a phenomenon to see certain things. So the brother right, man. But in the time when everything is restored back to its own, you know, there's gonna be nothing to see us just take off and fly and go kick our slaves in the gear, man. They slacking off at work. You know?
The kingdom, say these dragons do this or dinosaurs, whatever. Unlike the other nations, we're not going to worship the other nations, but they see like these, mystical creatures.
Let's put it in the
Yes.
And who the fuck come up with the idea? Let's make an aquarium and put whales and shit in there.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like what the like only a fucking demon would come up with that, man.
Okay, ever been somewhere?
I've been there once, man. Before this mindset, and even then it just was like, yo, wow, how, God, man, you wonder. Then you go to a zoo, and it's got, animals that naturally dwell in different parts of the land.
Honestly, you want people to see the animals, just show them a picture, like,
Yeah.
you're gonna bring them captivity.
And that's why you always hear when they go on them little safari rides, some Edomite getting chewed up, man. Or some goddamn coolie over there in India getting ate up by a leopard, man. I remember I seen that video, the town was out smacking sticks. The leopard was like, oh yeah, let the hop on the wall, chase dude down, scratched him, scratched that another one, and then took off running, man.
Get the scripture real quick. This is Psalm 74, verse 12 to 14. For Yahweh is my king of old, working salvation in the midst of the earth. All right? Thou didst divide the sea by the strength. Thou breakest the head of the dragons in the water. We talking about dragons in the water because ye have cities below sea level. Right? They show you that movie Sebastian, Aquaman, Little Mermaid.
Sebastian,
Right.
never in the store?
Yeah, that little lobster.
Oh, shit.
Under the sea.
Under the sea.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Mermaid, that's
Little Mermaid,
right?
Little Mermaid.
Yeah. So they got cities down there, man.
Hell yeah.
Below sea level, man. So Yahweh Shemashah is going to use his pet Leviathan to destroy the dragon. There we go. Thou didst divide the sea by the strength. Thou breakest the head of the dragons in the waters. Thou breakest the head of Leviathan, because we know Leviathan can be destroyed. He's invincible. That's Yahweh Shemashah pet. But Leviathan is also applied to Esau, right? Thou breakest the heads, right? The NATO, right? What was that North Atlantic Treaty Organization? EU, right? Thou breakest the head of the Leviathan in pieces and gavest him to be meat to the people inhabiting the wilderness, right? What people is that? Yasharallah. Yasharallah is going to destroy our brother E. He got to go.
Gotta die.
He got to go. They go another precept, right? Precept upon precept here, a little and there, a little. This is Isaiah 27, verse 1. In that day, Yahweh, with his sword and great and strong sword, shall punish Leviathan. It ain't talking about the animal. It's talking about who? E. Okay? Leviathan, the piercing serpent. How you gonna pierce him? Through the missiles. Even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Come on, man. You gotta know how to decipher these scriptures, man. Right? What dragon that's in the sea? That's E. He gonna have what? He gonna have battleships. And to show you that movie King Kong versus Godzilla. When the ships was out there, the battleships, what Godzilla was doing? He was slaughtering them, man. They know the scriptures. Man, they ain't gonna tear them submarines up, man. So we know Leviathan ain't gonna be destroyed. We're gonna be putting him in the kingdom.
And when my man King Kong was he was jumping up in the air, knocking helicopters and planes. Incredible Hulk kid.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where you get the Kraken from, as the brother had mentioned earlier. Cloverfield, Godzilla, all from the scriptures.
Yeah. Some of your best movies out here is taken from out of the scriptures. Esau knows this. That's why those movie directors have to have a thorough knowledge of the scriptures. I forget who it was that said it, but he said a thorough knowledge of the scriptures is better than a college education. Man. Think about it. That's insane. Smoking.
Hey,
Dirty.
In order to have fiction, it's got to be non-fiction first. Like, in order to have junk food derives from good food. Right? So, some of these movies, like, of course, you got, like, fiction and page, but it's all still, like, inspired by non-fiction. Non-fiction is,
now, as his brother say, like movie derived from scriptures, which is true, right? They got a sister named Sophia Stewart. She's the creator of Matrix 1, 2, and 3. That the $1 billion.
Terminator 2?
I think She was part of that?
I think so. I could be wrong.
I can check. All right. They copy off her materials, but guess what? Her stuff was copyrighted. Her materials copyrighted. They had no choice but to pay her, right?
They just getting around to it. That's fucked up, right?
Yep. It said $1 billion franchise is created to the Wachowski brothers. These must be Jewish rats.
Sound like it.
But the Hebrew Israelite writer Sophia, right? Sophia means wisdom, right? Sophia Stewart is suing Warner Brothers, the studio that released the movie, over a story she claimed was used as the base of mega hit The Matrix, right? Sophia wrote this movie, Matrix 1, 2, and 3. But now they try to come with their own Matrix 4, which flopped.
Yeah.
It's trash.
Yeah.
So they won't play their sister. You should get that sister involved.
Right.
And the sister knew the scriptures, but you know, she made it to a way where, you know, made it a movie script, right?
If you watch part 3, the story was made to have a part. And it's all
They should have left it alone.
So the three was made pretty much when they got on the
yeah, that was supposed to be it right there. But they always try to take old stuff and make it new with it. And it usually doesn't come out.
Yes, creator of Terminator 2. Terminator.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let me read that real quick. The short and very straight answer is no. All right, anyway, Sophia did not win her lawsuit against the creator of The Matrix and Terminator, which they overturned. She did. She got paid.
Yeah.
She got paid.
I think it's this year. And that ain't the only thing that we get stolen from. It's like, it was a black guy, so-called black, Israelite, that came up with the super soaker water gun.
Yes,
That
yes.
was very popular in the 90s. Jake made that, man.
Let me show the Akim. Right, Sophia Stewart, man. Beautiful lady, man. She got paid. She got broke off. They ain't had no choice because her material was copyrighted. Right? She's the creator of Matrix and Terminator. And she knew the scriptures. She knew the scriptures. Right? But she went off because when Keanu Reeves was looking for some counsel, the intelligent sister, the one that played God, was a woman. I forgot her name though. Was it Morpheus?
Talking about
No. It was a sister in Matrix.
No, you're talking about the Oracle.
The Oracle. The Oracle.
She wasn't a god though. She was more like a seer.
Yeah. So even she went. Yeah, they went off.
But the head of over the Matrix was a white man. I forgot his name. The architect. The architect was a white man. He was above everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like a seer.
Yeah. And Larry Fishburne was like an elder. All right, teaching Neo. All right. And Neo, hey, guess what? He might be a Hebrew Israelite. He loved hanging with Jakes. Right? He's good in martial arts.
Yeah, like a Gadite.
Yeah, real intelligent. Yeah, he's like a Gadite too.
Got that real quiet demeanor.
Yeah.
You know, speak free words.
He don't look pure Esau,
Nah, hell.
Even what's his name? Steven Seagal, who always wear tight jeans and ponytail.
He don't look like a straight Edomite.
He got a little native in him too.
Yeah. And that's the other guy,
Mickey Roy.
You got a lot of Israelite foreigners out here, man. That's why it's our job to be out here, man. Because our spirit, leading back to the title of the lesson, our spirits are contrary to the heathens, man. It's like they are contrary unto us.
It said Hosea 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured, no number.
Now we dealing with a power that can count all of that.
Oh, man.
You know your hairs, how many hairs you had when you was born, to where you are when you start going, losing your dome, man. That's the type of power we dealing with, man. He ordains when a bird or a regular insect die, man. But this man think he can actually go to war with. You think he can romp with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh? This guy's crazy, man.
Crazy, man.
To bring a point earlier, I was saying how she didn't get her money until recently. Another thing is, when she starting to have, as someone saying, good heart. What if we just being revealed? That's a sign of position.
What's that? Even his, what's one scripture? Even his tender mercies are with him. Even his, Salah, I'm gonna look that up.
The guy that made the Super Circle, so Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie Johnson, yep.
He was an engineer for NASA. Johnson may be famous for inventing the Super Circle. I think he was an engineer and he was an engineer and inventor. So that shows you how when we put our minds to something, how intelligent we are as a people. Even the light bulb or the gas mask. The gas mask saved a lot of soldiers during that time. Which is why I believe his name is Aaron Morgan.
Oh yeah, that's a precept. Yeah, this is a precept I spoke of. Proverbs 12 and 10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, which Jake love animals, right? But the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. So even if he's being merciful, so-called merciful to you, it's still cruel. Oh, all right, we ain't gonna spray no chemtrails on you today, but we gonna put more fluoride in you, boy. You know? We gonna disguise this beef as pork and sell it to you as chicken.
I'm hearing that he put the seed that's nueve in the salad.
In the
food now.
He breeding it, growing it in the salad.
Man.
I just seen a thing that has been, they tested the water, it's in the water, man.
It's in the water.
So even when he being nice to you, he's still a damn devil, man. So they ain't no, I know some cool ones, man. You know, they invite me to the cookout. Yeah, you be the butt into every joke of their private conversation. Yeah, you gotta take like my undercover brother. You gotta have a nigga hot sauce. You see the whole season, right?
You gotta take your whole season.
You gotta take some lard.
Take your stove. Take your stove. The steak one has to have blood in it.
Yeah, like you put that back on the fire. You're gonna ruin the steak, buddy.
That's what I used to do though. That's what I used to do. I used to take the steak, take it home and recook it. Yeah. When I used to go to eat some barbecue, yeah. This is Psalm 14, verse 1. The fool says in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
Wow, none that doeth good, man. It take a blooming idiot, a special kind of fool to say that there is no God, man. No Most High. Look at all these different forms of life out here, man. Look at the fact that it turns from night to day. You got an ornament in the sky for the day and an ornament in the sky for the night. And you mean to tell me, what's that Big Bang thing did that? Even that was revealed later on after he died that it was a lie.
Big Bang theory?
Yeah, Big Bang. A whole bunch of nothing collided, exploded, and created life. Created different species of birds, different species of cats.
And it would say a tadpole metamorphed to a human, came out the sea. What? Yeah, man, I saw
Yeah, I believe that. I hear that too. But look how the Lord, look how powerful the Lord is, man. It start off as a sperm, goes into the egg, fertilizes it, and turns into a human. And every mammal goes through its process of birth, man.
That's deep,
spreading
man.
a seed to create life, man.
That's deep.
Come on.
Apostle said once the sperm hit the what? Was that the fetus?
Yeah.
We call it embryo. That's when the spirit is given to us. That's when the spirit is given to them. Right?
That one out of billions made it. And that spirit dwelled in that and started fertilizing that egg, creating life.
Yeah.
So when I carried you, we carried life in us all till we die.
Yeah.
A man can still impregnate a woman till he on his deathbed.
Yeah. Once that baby is in there, it has the characteristics already. My daughter, she only stayed one side of my wife's belly. One side. She was so stubborn. You try to move her, she go back to that same side.
Still the same way.
Like he loved his naps. when he was in the belly, we had to, tap her stomach, see he was alive. Like, he was,
Eat, boy.
Yeah, I'm like,
You can't stop it.
man had some powerful naps in the womb.
Don't tell me, come on, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no God. Come on, man.
Yeah. And he like that to this very day. He got to have his nap. Right? Sirach 43, verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season
Yep.
for decoration of times and sign of the world. From the moon is a sign of feast and light that decreases in her perfection. The month is called after her name and increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven.
And that's showing you that's our timepiece. It increases in light. It goes through a cycle that lets us know what time of the month we in. And if you're real good with it, like Issachar was, you can tell what time of the year we in. You know? Come on, man. Most High bad, man. But there is none, though, right? People, when we said, the big I told you so is coming very soon. Second Chronicles.
Yeah, 2022, man, it's going to be disastrous for y'all, man. 2022 going to be disastrous for y'all.
Oh, man.
Man.
And Esau already so-called predicting it now. It's going to be a dark winter.
Yeah.
You know? And this place got to go, man. I don't know if there was a oil door, man.
What the hell?
I don't know what it was.
I had one in my car. I did 100 miles per hour. Just dumped that motherfucker
Me too.
off.
I got that
Yeah.
motherfucker from point A to
Yeah.
get you out. And even the whole conversation,
Shoot.
I was being real short.
Yes.
Real short.
Yes. So this one, right, I picked up. She came running out the car. Sat back. Oh, you okay? Nah, I just took off.
Shoot. I
I
had
just took
one.
off.
In DC,
Uh-huh.
this motherfucker was about 6'5", 235.
Bullet.
Big buller in the back was sitting there, so, talking and shit. And I'm like being real short. And then I dropped them off on a strip where they all go out there and trick up and sell, become male prostitutes for other men. And then then this motherfucker gonna say to me, well, if you're out in the area, that's where I said, I'm all right. All right. You know what? I'm an ass stop. I'm like, but the motherfucker, I did take the motherfucker to the ATM. The motherfucker checked me cash. So it was the ride paid good, and he gave me money. Probably wanted to give me his number too.
Yeah,
That's when it would got real, man.
Yeah, I had one that looked like Magic Johnson's son, exactly like EJ. He was 6. He was like taller than you, bro. We chatted for a little bit. Said, yeah, a lot of people are trying to holler at me. Not this one. Not this one. Got a lot of drivers that's down low brothers out here, man. Got a lot of down low brothers out here, man. And they're gonna be destroyed.
I used to live in this area where it was a club, right? And when the club was going on, man, when the club used to let out, right? It was an area known as the meat rack, and it'd be boys out there selling boy stuff out there at night, right? But these dudes in these little cars with the rims and the system and the tinted windows, they was pulling over, picking them boys up all night from like 12 a.m. to like 5 in the morning.
And Esau, you're responsible for that too.
Yep.
Yeah. During slavery, used to pop them little boys, man.
Yep.
2 Chronicles 16:9. When the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars.
So yeah, man, the Lord, he had his eyepieces out here. He has the angels recording everything. Bro, run it back in there.
St. Chronicles 16:9. For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore, from henceforth thou shalt have wars.
And we had wars, man, between each other. You got the curses. You got Latinos fighting so-called blacks. You got Native Americans fighting against each other. They down in the favelas killing each other. South America killing each other Because the Lord seen that in order for us, and He already had this plan. In order for us to inherit the kingdom of righteousness, we had to go through hell, man. And our brothers go through hell every day, some more than others. But at the same time, the more hell you go through, it just makes you appreciate knowing the truth even more. Because what option do we have outside this truth, man? I'd rather die than to go back and not know what's going on, man. Or to be out here in the world with the rest of these people, man. Clueless. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather die, man. So that's what brothers pray for. The endurance, to see, what scripture to see the salvation of the elect and the fall of the enemies. We want to see the salvation, like the Lord willing. We getting beamed up with it. It ain't gonna be like that one movie. Remember, we get beamed up. We try to hold on.
What's the name of that movie?
Yeah, Seth Rogen in it.
Funny ass movie.
Yeah. In the end, some shit like that.
The end?
Not the end. Yeah.
That's classic. This is Matthew 13, verse 10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
So, amen, like Genesis 1 and 1 is a mystery even to these pastors out here in the church.
Yeah.
They automatically probably believe it's talking speaking of the Most High, man. The Most High was mentioned until the second chapter, right? Genesis, the second chapter.
Yep.
In the beginning, God created. That's the Alahayim, man, the powers. Right? The Lord willing, we are those powers. We're going to body slam the shit out of these heathens, man. Off the top rope on their ass, man. Now, hey, I'm not making it up. The scriptures say this, man. You say he'll make us a threshing instrument? So we're going to throw these motherfuckers to the turn. Just how you look back wrestling. You throw you to the rope, you come back, and you fake like you jump over. Then they do the other move and then clothesline and get the crowd involved. Yeah, that's going to happen to y'all, man. Play bowling, yeah. I forget to do that where they do the bowling move.
Psalms 82, verse 6. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High.
Those black conscious niggas, I'm God.
Yep.
I'm God. Yeah, but you shall what? Die like a man.
But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the prince.
Hey, man, and we know that the Lord created us to be gods, man. That's why some Jake have a zeal, but it ain't according to the knowledge, man. Because they so proud, the black woman is God. Well, why get her to save us out of this? Well, what's the other niggas? I pray to my ancestors. I'm spiritual. Why the ancestors ain't get us out of this trouble yet, man?
Arise, O Yahweh, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations.
And that's right. That's an inheritance. I will give you the heathen for your inheritance, man.
Yep.
And you do what the hell you want with your inheritance. Especially when you work for it. When you get something, they just give it to you just because you don't appreciate it that much. So when the Lord give us the heathen, we're going to appreciate it, and we're going to still break them into pieces, man. Because we can. That's our possession. They did it to us. But we're going to do everything to them in righteousness. We ain't going to be out here buck breaking and doing all that weirdo stuff, man. We're going to righteously put foot in their ass, man. And they're going to get in line, and they're going to get with the program, man. Oh, yeah.
Let's be ready to exit off.
All right, come. Get Psalms 91 and 8, all right?
Psalms 91 and 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
It said, only with thine eyes shall you behold and see the reward of the wicked, man. The Lord is already making it public, but the scoffers, the scoffers getting judgment brought upon them. A lot of these women getting judgment brought upon them. People, there's judgment going on all over the earth. That's why the year 2022 may very well be a big year of judgment, man. On all you wicked niggas out here, man. I wouldn't be surprised if the Apostle Tahar, you know how you coin the year every year?
Yes.
Prophecy, year of judgment. It might be the year of big judgment. Who knows, man?
To be the year of death.
Death. What's this? This the year of prophecy, right?
Prophecy.
So yeah, it might be the year of death, man. Since you niggas love death so much, since you so black, you so void of light, the Lord gonna bring a lot of death, man. Like we've been wondering all of this time, like if this thing was so serious, we would really literally see people out here dropping like flies. Well, it's gonna come to that, man. What's say? We gonna be out here. He promised the fowls of the air a feast, man. And I said this years ago that you start to see large birds of prey even more, even those big black buzzards, man.
I see a lot of that. Vultures,
you see a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
And on the highway, they be all on the poles and shit.
Yeah.
So they might just smell that death coming, man.
Yeah,
They
getting
smell
ready.
death in the air, man.
Yeah.
They're getting ready.
I saw the one turning up a deer, man.
Yeah, me too. He had this whole head up in there, man.
I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Animals got that instinct. They got that instinct. Like sometimes when there's like a death, birds will circle. Yeah, they circle.
Or it could be an animal in the distance dying, and they're gonna circle it until he really croak over, and then they're gonna go down there and have a feast, man.
Yeah, that's nature right there. Maggots to eat up the carcass.
That's right.
And vultures' stomach acid is 8 times stronger than ours.
Yeah.
Right? Vultures don't catch diseases.
That's why they can eat dead flesh and stuff.
Yes. So when you look it up, right? Vulture has a strong stomach acid, right? So when you check it out, right? It killed me. Vultures, it kills 99% of bacteria in contact with it. But people still get sick and can die if they eat enough contaminated or rotten food. Vulture stomach acid has a pH slightly above 0, lower than a car battery acid. Damn. And 100 times as concentrated as human gastric juice.
Now you hear this?
I said 8. It's 100 times.
Oh shit!
Wow.
So you hear this description of this animal that the Lord created. Then you got the fly, which actually spit an acid on what it's eating before it even digests it by spitting that acid on it, and then it digests it.
Yeah, the spiders.
I think they do it too.
Flies, yeah. I think flies do that, yeah.
Spider bites and it starts digesting what it's eating before it turns into
It turns into mush.
It said, in fact, the vulture stomach acid is so strong that it can even dissolve bullets with which an animal has been shot.
So,
Damn.
imagine if a shark had that acid.
Shark doesn't. It doesn't. Yeah, it said, for example, the white-backed vulture has a stomach pH of 1.2, and a great white shark has a pH of 1.3. Some other animals with strong stomach includes humans, right? pH 1.5, boar eagles, pH 1.3, ferrets, possum, owls, and common buzzards.
So this bird can either dead and got shot up or a body.
the abilities of different animals.
Different animals, yeah.
Right? Like Eve might be talking about us, right? And we just might be in a room. Or we might be camouflaged or invisible.
Or he might be clear across the continent and thinking of some shit. What you think? What you think?
Take his head off, kick like a soccer ball,
Yeah,
and put it back on his head, on his body because we need him on the plantation.
Keep him alive.
Yeah, we need him on the plantation. That's right.
Hey, Ham, go whip his ass. Then after Ham whip his ass, hey Moab, whip Ham ass. You have a train reaction. Heathens whipping heathens, man. For battle royals of death. The winner get to fight a gorilla.
Job 12:7. But ask now the beasts, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee.
Yeah, man, you can learn from these different birds, man. You know, eagle can see his prey. How far can you see his prey?
Miles.
Up in the 8-10 miles?
He's the highest predator in the sky, man.
And sniper.
I'm gonna have to Google that, man. I'm gonna have to Google that. But anyway, yeah, he can see his prey about like 10 miles away, man. That's an eye of an eagle, man.
Hawks to see real good
Hawks,
too.
also falcons. They got good eyes, man. We gonna have that vision. We ain't gonna need no glasses, man. We ain't gonna need no glasses.
We ain't gonna have to go get an eye exam.
We ain't gonna need all that.
It says eagles and other birds of prey, they see 4 to 5 times farther than the average human can. So you can see 5 times better than us.
So when you out, let's say you in a
5 times?
4 to 5 times.
you out in the area, right? You can look at the distance and see far, right? 5 times that, like, God damn.
I can't even imagine it. My brain can't comprehend seeing that far.
You see that human right there? We're gonna see the detail of that human face. Yeah. That's how.
4K.
Yeah. Man. What about, guess what? An animal y'all sleep on, guinea pigs. You can learn from guinea pigs, man. They got a high level of circumspect. You can't creep up on a guinea pig. There's no possible way, man. He's alert, even in his hardcore sleep. If he hears sound, you gonna look up.
Yeah. Especially you would imagine that because they pretty much are animal that people prey upon.
Con. So in a gunner try to sneak up, he
looking around.
He gonna lift his head up.
Yeah.
He might get caught, but still, he gonna be up.
He's gonna be alert.
He gonna be alert.
And you know they made movies like remember back in the day they made the Chinese movie 5 Deadly Venoms.
Yes.
One had the skill of the toad, one had the skill of the centipede.
Praying mantis. Yeah.
So yeah, even Gad knew that. You know they mocked the animals as well. They would put they got the camouflage and the idea of the Navy SEALs from them, but they would camouflage themselves and put like animal furs and Esau probably was scared as fuck. Like, what the hell is that?
And everybody in the project was talking about the 5 Deadly Venoms. Everybody. We talked about that movie for weeks.
Yeah,
and we were trying to imitate the style.
And that came out before my time. And we used to talk about it as kids.
Yeah.
We used to argue over, I'm the toad. No, he ain't.
Yeah, told I think they put him like in a needle chamber.
Yeah.
His skin was so powerful, man. And Toad got tough skin.
Tough skin,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have one more thing. It says, yes, eagles can distinguish more colors than humans. They can also see in the UV range of light, allowing them to see the urine trail of prey. So they can even see the
urine trail.
That's
you know, Esau try to front like talking about dogs are colorblind. Nigga, you don't know that.
You know that.
You see the fish trail.
Even you can learn from a dog. Dogs is circumspect too.
That's right.
They got good hearing.
It says an eagle can see something the size of a rabbit at more than 3 miles away.
God,
the size of a rabbit?
That's bad.
That's what a rabbit is?
Yeah. 3,000 miles away?
Not 3 miles.
I was about to say, goddamn. 3 miles. That's still far. That's still far.
3 miles, yeah.
3 miles is probably like from here to Mondawmin, maybe? That's probably a little bit more than 3 miles. I can't.
That's more than.
Yeah, that's more than 3 miles.
It's still far.
I thought Lucky in Chicago was on their way to Oakland. The truck pulled up. Poetic Justice. Chicago and Lucky.
The Oriole Stadium is about what? A mile and a half, right?
Oh, Oriole Stadium right here.
Oriole Stadium?
The Orioles play right here. Right around
That's
block.
what? That's like 2-3 blocks?
Yeah, that's
That's like
blocks.
0.4, right? 0.3?
About 0.4.
Okay.
Yep. So 3 miles, man. You can see an animal the size of a rabbit. It ain't say what size rabbit, but a rabbit.
Rabbit.
Pretty small, man.
Yeah. The chameleon is cool too because like its eyes can like see so many different directions, like the way it moves.
You can blend in, too.
Yeah.
He blends in well.
So, you know,
And they got this bird, I forgot the name of that bird, that can imitate any sound. An engine too.
cockatoo? Nah.
Bird that could imitate any sound. Any sound. Chainsaw, engine. Man. And they got the parrot that can imitate human voice.
Human voice, yeah.
Right?
Oh, the lyre bird.
The lyre bird?
Lyre bird.
Lyre bird.
Yeah. Lyre.
Lyre bird. That's a bad bird. Bad bird. All right.
So, you know, just wanted to get into it. Somebody prophesied yet again. The downfall of Babylon, man. And the salvation of the elect. And coming back of Yahweh Shah, man. So with that, just want to give all the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kadash. Abwarnus to the elders, apostle, great millstone, sincere, shalom, all the aki and labor, truth and sincerity and sound doctrine.
Abad, Kal, Nawa, Abiabia.
Death to America.
Death to our enemies.
Water.
Are you on the bar?